Say, Lil Nip. Say, Lil Nip. Hey, let me tell you this. Back at it again. Your favorite uncle, your favorite Theo. And we back with that Celeb token. Look, I thought the new song was about to come out. I got a little somebody in the comments, put that it was gonna be on the 27th. I was excited, tried to put out another, and I'm gonna be honest. Since Emergence, I've had a hard time finding the drive and the want to discuss, listen to, talk about, record any other song, any other thing. I'm just so, ready for the new album, even though I know I haven't finished this, but after hearing it, it was, I don't know. But that's just the way I'm feeling. So I know y'all probably feeling like, man, he ain't putting no videos out. It's just one of those things. And I got some other stuff that I'm working on too. Some rollouts that I'm trying to get going and break this little, I don't know, little down period I'm in right now. But like I said, I think I said it in the last video. I'm coming out of it. It's just taking a little while longer. The holidays really screwed me up. All right, that's all I'm saying. So we got the Apparition. It's a banger. I don't know what else to say. It's a banger. So we're revisiting it. Let's see what it do. Let's go.
Why are you never real? Whenever you appear, you leave me with that grace. I am trembling with fear, but I know that you will disappear just as I awake, a whisper in my ear. Well, I believe that somewhere in the past something was between you and I, my dear, and it remains with me to this day. No matter what I do, the scar will never fade.
That verse alone is fire. It's fire. But I'm gonna try not to stop it. I'm gonna try to keep it going, and then we'll come back and try to analyze the lyrics. Let's get it. I try to do this a little differently, and I don't have the rewind skills. The rewind skills to fuck it. Let me just go back to YouTube like I was doing earlier. Just so I can skip it with my directional buttons and not have to scrub it.
Yes, I am trembling with fear, but I know that you will disappear just as I awake, a whisper in my ear. Well, I believe that somewhere in the past something was between you and I, my dear, and it remains with me to this.
I guess like in another life, I'm sure,
No matter what I do, the scar will never fade.
Well, two go off on this one too. He go off on this one too. This hi-hat work. That 808 in the back, them slide 808s.
Let's make trouble in the dream world. Hijack heaven with another memory.
Man, them slide 808s are a little underrated. I don't hear very many people talking about these slide 808s in the back. They go hard. They go hard. Just listen to the slide. It's go back one more time. One more time. Then do everything is just ooh. It's cold. And it almost I can't tell if he's sliding it or if he's playing it, because it kind of has like a like he may be playing it on a Moog or something, like a Korg Moog. I don't know if y'all if you know, but. Fire line.
Make the most of the turning tide. It's just split what's left of the burning silence. Don't wait, cause this could be the last time you turn up in the reveries of my mind. Or wake up to a suicide frenzy. Loaded dreams still leave me empty. Somewhere in the past, something was between.
And I just realized too that the vessel in the background, he kind of has like a ghostly, just way about that vocal that's tucked way back in the mix. Ooh, when he's doing that, it has like this ghostly feel to it, like ooh,
remains with me to this day. No matter what I do, this wound will never heal. Why are you never real? This shifting states you follow me
fell in love with this song after we reacted to it. Like, I love this song though. There he is. Shit, instead of Vessel popping up with his mask, he just popped up with a white sheet over his head and hit them background vocals. He hit them PGVs. Man, because it just, ooh, it just has that ghostly, like, ooh, oh man, that's fire. That's fire. Let's go back. We'll tackle some of these lyrics. I mean, I was going to say that it's almost self-explanatory, but I think that's just because I've heard it so many times and I kind of have my, a little bit of my feelings already about it, and know, I've listened to it a lot since, but this This was a good one, man. Like the hijack heaven with another memory. That line is make the most of the turning tide, split what's left of the burnt neck. All right, let's go back. Let's go back. Okay, he hit us right off the bat, right in the face, right in the mouth.
Why are you never real? Whenever you appear, you leave me with that grace. I am trembling with fear.
Wait, and I just kind of realized that matter of fact, since we already, I was about to type in "Why are you never real?" Apparition lyrics. Hold on, let's just do it like this. Since we're and the split was left of the burning silence. All right. So why are you never real? Whenever you appear, you leave me with that grace. I just realized I'm just shit. I guess guess I do have some things I need to think about. Why are you never real? Whenever you appear, you leave me with that grace. What grace? The grace of not appearing? Does he consider that grace? Maybe maybe it's like a double. He longs, for that person, but at the same time, when you don't, then you leave me with that grace. When you don't appear, when you leave me with that grace, or maybe that person leaves them, and when they leave, that's yeah. But see, now I'm trembling with fear. So grace and fear to me don't go together. Because when you have grace, that normally, when somebody gives you grace, that normally can break fear down because they're a safe space. But I know that you will appear just as I awake and whisper in my ear. Like that. Or maybe this person is in both. This person is in both aspects of their life, in the dream and just as I awake, you whisper in my ear. So maybe that person is in both realities. A lot of people will say that dreams aren't reality, but I think we're starting to realize that they got a little bit to do with it. A little bit to do with it. All right, so.
But I know that you will disappear just as I awake, a whisper in my ear. Well, I believe that somewhere in the past something was between you and I, my dear, and it remains with me to this day. No matter what I do, the scar will never fade.
So, well, I believe somewhere in the past something was between you and I, my dear. So, I'm pretty sure he's talking, in a past life. It could be in a past life. It also could be just, in the past. In the past, when we were maybe back then, there was something in between, but now I understand. Now I've gone through the journey to understand what this meant and what it really is. Like that's a very big possibility. You and I, my dear, and it remains with me to this day. No matter what I do, the scar will never fade. So what was it that was in between? It could have been anything. It could be a lot of things. Yeah. I mean, I don't know what else to say to it. It could be a lot of things. I don't want to. I feel like I'm gonna be super general if I start throwing things out. But somewhere in the past, something was between you and I, my dear, and it remains. It's just like he understands it now. And this whole discography, of course, has been the journey. And understand the journey where he realized that it was doomed. It wasn't going to go anywhere. Finally took the leap. Like, I'm going to go and figure this out. You know, I identify with that heavily. You know, any man, good man that's had to leave their family to find themselves understands this. You know, and it's one of the hardest things. It's one of the hardest things you have to do. It's one of the, you know, I'm still dealing with it. I'm still trying to figure it out. I'm still trying to, you know, just keep my bearings, stay consistent, stay, you know, like it's a lifelong process. But, you know, all you can do is hope that your kids and everybody else finds it, you know, in their 20s and not when they turn 40. You know, that being able to step away and figure themselves out and what they want and what it means to, excuse me, what it means to fight for a family, what it means to be a man, what it means to, no, and why am I this man? Why do I want to be this? Why do I want to fight for my family? Why do I want to, you know, and not shit. Probably most women probably just believe that it's just built in, you know, or most people may just believe that it's built in. I don't want to just single out women, but you know, in my reality, that seems to be, you know, it was, oh man, I'm getting real personal. Having to hear someone that you love, someone that you want to figure out, you know, just having to hear them tell you that you left just because you didn't want the responsibility. You left just because you didn't want to do it. Like, no, it's not that I didn't want to, it's that I didn't know why. I didn't know why I was doing it. So when that rubber meets the road and it's time to, you know, no, fuck that. No, when the tires are burning out, when the tires are about to blow, when you're, you know, when your tires are just bald and they're, you know, their wires sticking out, you know, that's when everything is gonna, until you have the why, you're just gonna run on the flats. You know what I mean? Like, you have to know the why. The what's there. I mean, the tires are going to be there. You know, matter of fact, fuck it. You could even let the tires, you know, let the tire come off and next thing you know, you riding on the rim. That's a possibility. You can do that. You won't get far. But you have to know the why. The why will keep you going. The why will keep you moving. You know, and be able to put a new set of tires on it, you know, and fuck that, fuck going to get a used tire, fuck having a, you know, I don't know if this tire reference is even hitting, but, you know, like when you know the why, then you get that, like, I can buy all 4 tires brand new type shit, you know, type confidence, type understanding of, you know, and you keep moving. Like, if people, you won't know what I'm talking about unless you take the leap. Unless you take the leap yourself. There's some men, I mean, matter of fact, there's probably some women, but you know, there are some men right now that are stuck in a marriage and they don't know why they're doing it and they're just on autopilot. And you know it. Yeah. And you got to switch that motherfucker off. I feel like that was a long explanation for that. My fault. Slides get me every time.
So let's make trouble in the dream world. Hijack heaven with another memory go. I'll make the most of the turning tide. It's just split what's left of the burning silence. Don't wait, cause this could be the last time you turn up in the reveries of my mind. I'll wake up to a suicide frenzy. Still leave me now, somewhere in the
This is a top 10 verse. Top 10 verse. So let's make trouble in the dream world, hijack heaven with another memory now. I make the most of the turning tide. It just split. It just split what's left of the burning side. Like I make the turning tide. These two go together. I make the most of the turning tide. It just split what's left of the burning silence. When you like, oh my God, I don't even know how to explain it. I don't even know. Matter of fact, I didn't think that's what it said. This actually changes it. I pretty sure I thought it said, I gotta sing it. Sorry, make the most of the turning and just split what's left of the burning silence. I thought that's what it said, and just split what's left of the burning silence. Which is still good, because it kind of interprets to me that he is splitting the burning silence, right? But this is saying no. When he made the most of the turning tide, it split what's left of the burning silence. And what's the burning silence? What is going through their head during this burning silence? What is the burning silence to you? He may be talking about conversations that aren't had. He could be talking about, like the elephant in the room type shit. So let's make trouble in the dream world, hijack heaven with another memory. That we've had some discussions on that, and we all. I think everybody's comment on this particular line, I think, was all relevant and valid. It's, but hijack heaven with another memory. I just think that when I think about you, or when we go into this dream world, this is what we're doing. We're hijacking heaven. Because suppose and if some of these theories of dreams are saying that these are another, their reality from another timeline, their reality from a different, if we all believe in that, multiple dimensions, multiple timelines, all at the same time, time is only how we measure things, but time really doesn't exist, type shit. If you really believe in those things, then, this fits big time. This fits perfectly in that, And then I make the most of the turning tide. It just split what's left of the burning silence. Like, God damn, oh shit. It also could be, I make the most of the turning tide when shit goes wrong, and when things are just looking like they're grim. And then you turn the tide, meaning whatever you do to turn the tide, whether that's waiting patiently, whether that's, continuing to work hard, pushing through it, whatever that is, whatever it is that he did, that's what split the burning silence. The burning silence probably was like, the picture that I just got in my head was, I think about the movie The Founder. If you've seen the movie The Founder, if you haven't, go fucking watch it. Go watch it. Every entrepreneur, everybody who wants to do business, every salesman, go watch it. Go watch it. But The Founder, about the founder of McDonald's, the founders of McDonald's and how that all, transpired. But at one point, his wife didn't want anything to do with what he was doing. And the Crockett guy, and he was a milkshake salesman. Then all of a sudden, he comes across the whole McDonald's thing, goes, and he put it all in. He put it all in there, and that was the turning tide. That was the turning tide, and you could tell that his wife was completely over it. Like, I don't want nothing to do. Like, you're not successful. You're selling these stupid machines. They're not working. They don't, I don't remember the exact quotes or what she was saying in there, but she had an issue with where things were going. But he made the most of the turning tide, and that's what split what was left of the burning silence, which was like, this shit has sucked, and you're not doing anything, and it's not working, and then she wanted to kind of get on board, but then afterwards he was like, nah, I'm kind of, like, you weren't really about it, and you're still not really about it. So, bye. We got to bounce. You got to go. So I mean, yeah, that's all we want is I feel like, and this is some recent shit. I just want support. I just want understanding. I just want that person who is like how do I say it? That person who, when I'm like, you know what, man, something came up at work. I gotta get this done. I gotta, or something came up in the business. I gotta record. Sleep Token came out with a new song. I gotta react to it right now. That type shit. When that shit happens, it's like, no, okay, bet. Man, I support you. Go. You want me to be there? You need me? You need me to do anything? You want to hit me up afterwards? You want to, whatever that is to support. That's what I fucking want. That's what I want. I don't want, oh, well, like, well, we planned on doing this and we said we're going to do that. Oh, we're like, no, like I'm about building this empire. You either with it or you're not. I can't drag somebody. I can't drag somebody. Anybody. I mean, this may be coming from a deep place, man. My bad. It's coming from a scar right now, from a hurt. It's gotta be real. Hold on. Let's I believe somewhere in the past again, you and I are dear, and it remains with me to this day, no matter what I do. This wound will never heal. Like the wounds, once again, I'm pretty sure I said this in the first video, but these wounds never heal. Wounds never heal. There's always a scar. There's always a hurt. There's always something that's going to trigger it, bring it back. The only thing that you can do is be confident enough in yourself that shit does not matter. That's the only thing. And when it pops in your head and when that thing kind of stings a little bit, you just say, man, that ain't, I ain't got nothing to do with that. I got nothing to do with it. I got no place for that in my life. And you do that enough times, then it just kind of becomes a, it blunts it, it keeps it, mild, keeps it a mild emotional, just a thought. It's just a thought. You don't let it sink into your emotions and sink into how you feel, So you got to do the work. You got to do the work to build that confidence and be that person that you're supposed to be. If you're not doing what you got to do and you're slacking and you're, fucking around, trust me, I know. I'm in it right now. Then you can't say nothing. You got no excuses. You have to. All you can do is just say, I got to get back to it and keep saying, keep going with the plan that I put forth to beat this and not allow this to rule my life and steer me in the direction of depression, stagnation, whatever else and whatever vices you use to deal with it. You know what I mean? So, save the vices for the shit that you can't deal with, until you can deal with it. Don't keep using it for old shit, man. Like that's never mind. I don't know. Top 10. Trouble in the dream room. Hijack heaven with another memory now. I make the most of the turning tide and split what's left of the burning silence. want to be so confident that I can actually say that shit. This gonna be the last time. This could be the last time that you show up in the reveries of my mind. You better get your shit together. You better come. You better pack your bags. Matter of fact, fuck your bags. Let's roll right now. We'll get the shit on the way. You know what I'm saying? Otherwise, this could be the last time that you turn up in the reveries of my mind, because I got somewhere to be. I got somewhere to go, and I'm trying to take you with me. And if you're not down, then, I'm done swallowing the keys. You know what I'm saying? I forget what song that comes from, but I'm done swallowing the keys. I can't keep allowing myself to bleed internally because you don't want to roll. Man. You got to keep them reveries, man. Keep them sacred. Got to keep them reveries on lock. Man, I love this song. I love it. Like I have to sing it. I can't listen to this song and not sing it. You know what I mean? It's damn near impossible. It's damn near impossible. So, but man, that may have gotten pretty personal. It's what we need. We need to be vulnerable. And I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't have very many places where I can be completely vulnerable. I don't have a lot of spaces that allow me to do that. And this space, I had to create it for myself. And yeah, it sucks. And yeah, it's, it hurts sometimes. And I feel like I talk too much, and I feel like but the people who need it will hear it. And that's all I can give. That's all I can do. So, hey, like, comment, subscribe, notification bell. Fucking love you guys, man. Let's move. Let's get it. Let's go. Let's go.